Inside the Deck is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the best online retailer for Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product, and GatheringMagic.com, your place to explore the game.
Corey Burkhart and I were assigned by the team to work on aggressive decks around the landfall theme, and we were playing with a slightly slower version and weren't having much success. And as we were about to change it up a little bit, Jerry Thompson came by and handed us a deck. And we started playing with it immediately, and it was doing really, really well against green-white. We really liked the deck, and we brought it back to the team and said, this is worth working on. That was sort of the genesis. My name is Gabe Carlton Barnes. This is Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar, and the deck I'm playing is Atarka Landfall. Atarka Landfall is a deck that uses the same sort of Become Immense, Temur Battle Rage, Titan Strength aggressive combo, but instead of playing the goblins and the tokens like a classic Atarka red deck, you play more powerful landfall creatures that are more resilient, and Den Protector, which helps with the evasion. Well, the landfall creatures allow you to put pressure on your opponent without tapping your mana, so they can't just play one big blocker and then leave their mana up and start blocking tokens, forcing you to use your spells. Instead, you have these creatures where you just play lands and they become big enough to attack through, so they're more dangerous on their own. In testing, we definitely had turn 3 kills and lots of turn 4s, especially when your opponent taps all their mana and you can just say, like, okay, I'll go for it. I'll play, Become Immense and Temur Battle Rage. Because the fetch lands, especially those draws where you have a fetch land and you put it in your graveyard every turn, you end up having Become Immense cost 1 mana right away. Become Immense plus Temur Battle Rage on just a Monastery Swiftspear is 18 damage. So you can kill people pretty quick, especially when they're doing damage to themselves with their own fetch lands. Mana base is pretty simple. You've got the 4 Wooded Foothills, 4 Bloodstained Mire, and 4 Windswept Heath, so 12 fetch lands that can all get mountains or forests. 2 Cinderglades, you've got 5 mountains and 4 forests and 1 Terramorphic Expanse just for 1 extra fetch. The deck is a little bit more red than green, but you kind of want both, so it's pretty balanced. So we play a lot of really aggressive creatures. We have 4 Monastery Swiftspear and 4 Scythe Leopard, and then 1 Zurgo. So those are all of your 1-drops. You can get on the board fast, and 5 of those have haste, so later in the game if your opponent taps out when you have no creatures, play one of those and put all your spells on them. Then we have Snapping Gnarlid, and we think maybe we should have 4. We tested McKinley's Slide Runner, but found that the Snapping Gnarlid's extra toughness and its immunity to Surge of Righteousness was really valuable, so we're playing 3 of the Snapping Gnarlid. We've got 4 Abbot of Keral Keep and 4 Den Protector, so you've got these creatures that give you a little bit of card advantage as you go. Non-creature spells are pretty simple. You've got 4 Atarka's Command, you've got 4 Become Immense, 4 Temur Battle Rage, and 4 Titan Strength. In our sideboard we have the Burn package, 3 Arc Lightnings, 2 Wild Slashes, and 1 Fiery Impulse. Fiery Impulse is nice because it can take out Mantis Rider. We also have 2 Rending Volleys, so those can come in against Mantis Rider decks. It can kill lots of white and blue creatures in those decks. 3 Outpost Siege for when we sideboard out the combo and want to play a card advantage game. Along with those come 2 Sarkhans. And then we have 2 Yasova Dragonclaw, which is good for the green-white matchup. They'll often bring in Archangel of Tides. They play it, and then you play your Yasova, and you steal their Archangel of Tides and attack them, and then they can't block. The best matchup is definitely green-white. We expected to see a lot of green-white Megamorph here at the tournament. Green-white Megamorph has a lot of sorcery speed spells, a lot of big creatures. They tend to tap out and give you the opportunity to kill them. We were worried about Atarka Red, which is sort of a pseudo-mirror where the opponent has more token creatures, but it turns out that that hasn't been so bad. The tougher decks are the Jeskai decks with lots of removal and Thunderbreak Regent. Our plan against Jeskai is to switch to a controlling plan where we burn their creatures with Rending Volley and play Outpost Siege, so they bring in all their little bits of removal to stop our combo, but we don't have the combo anymore. But if they play Thunderbreak Regent, we don't really have any removal for that card other than the 2 Sarkhans. What I like most about playing this deck is the way my opponents think on their turns because they're so nervous about what I have in my hand. And this is a really fun deck to play because it takes advantage of all the modes on Atarka's Command. You can put lands into play to landfall your guys. It's a great deck.